Lord elevate her to the next dimension. Amen. We're doing an initial sermon here in less than a month. Or a month away. And we thank God for what he's doing in her life. Amen. And you all definitely will get more information. We want to see y'all in the place. Amen. Y'all family. Amen. Y'all don't mind coming up a few blocks to Charlotte. Let me say a few blocks, right? More than a few blocks coming to Charlotte and witness this great occasion. Amen. In light of what's happening, I want to encourage you. Never been to this region before, but I do want to speak to this region. Amen. Because one thing that I do know is that God is still working miracles. Do I have a witness? And do you believe that? God is still working miracles. God hasn't forgotten about this region. God has not forgotten about here in Joanna. We're just here to agree with my brother and to watch God do what he does. Because I know that this place is getting ready to run over. This place is getting ready to fill up.
Glory to God.
Do I have a witness?
Amen.
Who's off in this region? Amen. I'll get ready for the gathering of the folks. Because it's on this way. Why? Because there's a new sheriff in town. His name is Jesus. And Jesus is about to turn some things over. Back into where it's supposed to be. Amen. Don't worry about what they say. They did it in Jesus' time, but they didn't survive it. Do I have a witness? And watch what's getting ready to happen. Because nothing, I don't care what's out of there, nothing overrides the power of God. One thing I do know, woman of God, that this happening right now prepares the church to decree that at the name of every knee, coronavirus, every knee shall bow. Every tongue shall confess that Jesus Christ is Lord of all. Watch what's going to happen once this is over. Watch what's going to happen at the soul that's going to come to Christ. Any soul winners in this area?
Yes, come on now.
Y'all want to talk to me in a place. Amen. I'm a soul winner. We try to keep count of who comes in. And the numbers are rising. Hallelujah. We'll leave you with this scripture. So we are preparing to go the way God will take us. In the 5th chapter of the book of Acts of the Apostles. 5th chapter. The book of Acts. When you have that scripture, you say amen. Let me talk with y'all for a little while. Brother Man gonna break some bread around some gospel table. Before I go back to the house, is that all right? 5th chapter of the book of Acts, the Apostles. Read at verse number 12. The apostles performed many signs and wonders among the people, and all believers used to meet together in Solomon's colonnade. No one else dared join them, even though they were highly regarded by the people. Nevertheless, more and more men and women believed in the Lord and were added to their number. As a result, people brought the sick into the streets and laid them on beds and mats so that at least Peter's shadow might fall on some of them as he passed by. Crowds crowds gathered also from the towns around Jerusalem, bringing their sick and those tormented by impure spirits, and all of them were healed. I read verse 14 again. Nevertheless, more and more men and women believed in the Lord, and what were added to their number. And as a result, people began to bring the sick into the streets and lay them on beds and mats. I'm talking about the mighty power of God. So that at least the shadow of the man of God might fall on some of them as he passed by. Somebody said, I just want the shadow to pass me by.
I just want the shadow to pass me by.
And crowds gathered from the towns around Jerusalem, bringing the sick and tormented ones by impure spirits, and all of them, not just some, not just selected few, but all of them were healed. I want to talk to you for just a few minutes from the subject, the church, the place of miracles.
Okay.
The church, the place of miracles. So the church, us, the place of miracles. My brothers and sisters, as we look back at the birth of the church, we find many miracles done by the people of God. From the miracles at Pentecost to this present text, the church was identified as a place of miracles and a place of relevancy. It was relevant because it made a difference in the lives of the people. It was relevant because the sick was immediately healed, like Peter's mother-in-law and blind Bartimaeus. It didn't take years, it didn't take months, but immediately it was healed. It was also relevant because the lame was made to walk like the lame man at the gate. It was relevant because the sick was delivered from demonic possession, such as the man that walked among the tombs. I tell you that the early church was a place of miracles and a place of relevancy. Do I have a witness?
Yes.
And in this day and time that God is raising a church that was just like it was in the book of Acts. How many are part of that?
Come on now.
Right. We can find relevancy in the church today. People's lives are constantly being touched. The sick is still being healed, and people are still being delivered from demonic possession, and people are still being saved just like back then. The church, as we know, it has changed, so to speak, from what the original plan was. But we cannot deny that the church that is focused on pleasing the Lord, it is still the place today that God has designed it to be.
Yes, come on.
The church of the living God was not designed to be a place of social gathering. The church of today, the church that God had designed, was not the place to find what the latest gossip is. The church was not designed to be the place that come and see what Jolly Boy Sabia had on. The church was a place that was designed for the presence of God to reign. Do I have a witness? It was a place to exemplify what's in heaven right here in the earth realm.
Yes.
The church is a place of miracles and a place of relevancy. In this text today, we're witnessing what God has done through the apostles of the living God. The Bible says in verse 12, and by the hands of the apostles were many signs and wonders that were wrought among the people. How many want to see the signs? I tell people all the time that if you're looking for the signs, you got to twist. It says signs and wonders for the believers. Any believers in the house? That we ought to see the signs from the God. that we serve. We must see that although the early church was going through persecution, the early church was going through all these things, the church and their leaders would not give into the threats of the religious leaders. Many threats came to the church in the early time, but they did not stop what they were doing. Now we're being trying to be controlled by the government, tell how many folk we can get coming into the house. Trying to tell some of them to stop, just lock your doors. And we're seeing some churches not even have a service today. Why? Because this threat that is going out, that's not of the Lord. This is why many miracles were performed by the hands of the apostles. So here they are with the power of the Lord in them, healing and delivering those who wanted deliverance. So we look at the early church and its power, and I hope that we can leave here today with renewed vigor that Salem too, or that this church here too is a church that the Lord can still use to work miracles. Want to leave you with just these thoughts. First of all, there was evidence of wonder-working power. Name of the ministry, evidence of faith, huh? There was evidence of wonder-working power. Notice what it says in verse 12. And the hands of the apostles were many signs and wonders that were wrought among the people, and they were all with one accord in Solomon's place. Colonnade and his porch. How many know that it takes everybody coming in with the same thing in mind in order for God to work?
That's right.
The pastor can't come in just with the mind to just want to do things. It has some folk in the house that wants to see the working power of God, just like the man of God. Now we got so many spectators and not enough worshipers. We got so many spectators and so many Pharisees who not always Pharisees. We got so many Sadducees and how there's always Sadducees. That's in the house of God and don't want to see the power of God. But there was evidence of wonder-working power in the early church. As we look at the text, we can find evidence of the Lord working through the apostles. The text says that at the hands of the apostles were many signs and wonders being done. That did not say that what the apostles, what the miracles that were doing, but we do know that they displayed wonder-working power. Songwriter says there is power, wonder-working power in the of the land. And the Lord God moved through these apostles. In fact, they had the golden opportunity to display the power because they were holding regular meetings at the temple of Solomon's porch. I'm not going to talk this way. And the people gathered there hoping that they too could be healed by many of them. Not only were they healing the people, but they were also teaching and preaching the resurrection of Jesus. I was telling somebody the other day, I say the churches have gotten away from what Jesus had told them to do. That's why people still leaving the same way that they came.
Wow.
That's why there's no healing taking place. That's why there's no demons being casted out. That's why people are still going out crippled and blind and mute because the church has gotten away from what God has told them to do. Now the pastors want to preach what's current. I want to do leadership this, I want to do leadership that, but the folks still dying because they're still crippled.
All right.
They're still blind, they're still deaf, they still can't hear or see or talk. The church is the place of miracles. It wasn't just spiritual things, they were also natural things. You think I'm making this up? Blind Bartimaeus, who was by the road, physically blind, and church folk were passing by. The religious folk was passing by him. And he started speaking out, and they told him to shut up, be quiet. Church folk. Am I in the book? Church folk will tell them to be quiet. You got to live it louder. That didn't stop him. He needed something. See, they looked at the physical appearance. He was blind. He was begging for. But that issue was that he wanted to see, not that you give money. And Jesus said, tell me, come here. Come to me. What do you want me to do for you? I ain't asking for no money. Though it may look like, Lord, I want to see. Church folk, religious folk, Pharisaic folk, look at folk because they look less fortunate or don't even look like they should be in the house of God. We look at them funny, and instead of meeting the need of them, we judge them.
Yes. You're talking good. Come on.
So here it is. The church has to return back to the original plan of God. Wonder-working power. Laying hands on the sick and they immediately recover. Laying hands on those that have been pronounced dead and watching them resurrect. Because I tell people all the time, just because they come in the cast, that means it's their time to go.
Well.
Y'all not used to hearing that part out. I'm not talking to heebie-jeebie talk. Y'all, some of you may have heard it before, but I'm talking out of witnessing and experiencing it myself. So I know that just because the doctor pulled the plug does not mean it was your time to go. You look at somebody else pronounced dead. Had a tag on my foot, take it to the morgue. But the Lord said, now is not the time for you to come. There was work for you to do. Wonder-working power in the house of God. Everybody that comes into the house ain't saved. And every saved folk that come in the house doesn't mean that they're totally set free.
That's right.
So you need the wonder-working power of God in your life, just like the apostles taught and ministered back in their day. The church, the place of miracles. I tell you that Joanna is about to experience the power of God like never before. Might as well get ready for what's about to come. Secondly, not only was there evidence of wonder-working power, secondly, there was so much power in the church that no one dared to join under false pretense. Verse 13 says, and the rest dared no man to join himself to them, but the people magnified them. The church, although it was in its infant stage in the book of Acts, was the most powerful entity in the world. They were not governed by the governor of the city. They were governed by the power of God. Do I have a witness? Its power had nothing to do with the structure or its value. It had nothing to do with how it was